Over 10 years ago, I embarked on a series of journeys that would stir my passion for cycling adventures. It started with doubts about my own abilities and the reliability of a rather unusual bicycle. And it ended with the discovery that any bike can become the perfect means to discover the world. When cycling, immersed in the elements and the landscape, one learns to appreciate whatever happens and to not take anything for granted. Every pedal stroke reminds me that it is not about reaching a destination, but in embracing the journey in its entirety. It teaches me that to feel fully alive, I have to take it all and welcome everything. The highs, the lows, the ordinary and the inspiring. Sure, there will be rain and there will be sunshine. Steep mountains to climb in order to enjoy an effortless glide down the other side. Moments of ecstasy, as well as the odd mishap. But one thing is sure, it would all have been worth it. Let me take you along what has been an incredible ride.
It all started on the US Pacific coast, following Highway 1, a legendary route revered by bike travelers.
Hey, he's got me looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me, I need something fast, I need something to last.
After having been lulled by the ocean and stunned by its incredible redwood trees, I crossed the Golden Gate Bridge into one of the most beautiful and iconic American cities.
I'll take the left, oh help me, interrogate her.
Highway 1 turned out to be the perfect location to start my travels on a Brompton, and confirmed that this little folding bike was sturdy and capable of more travels.
I wanna catch the wave. How big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience?
Encouraged by the success of the first trip, I next went to Canada to discover another fantastic road, the Icefield Parkway, connecting Banff to Jasper, before continuing west into British Columbia and Vancouver.
Tell me, what is the use? Tell me, there's no more compassion, no. Come and find me.
New England was always a place I wanted to ride. I love the autumn colors, and with a bit of luck and good timing, few places on earth can match New England's grand display of colors.
I said, help me, help myself.
There were some frosty nights camping and much colder temperatures than I was used to in my previous cycling trips, but I knew it would be well worth it.
How big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience?
Something very exciting waited for me at the end of that trip. Visiting New York City for the first time. And what a better way to discover it than cycling. Utah was a complete surprise to me. I knew nothing about it, yet it was always rated highly by other cyclists. I loosely followed the Western Express route and was blown away by its stark landscapes. I felt very small and blessed to ride through its national parks of canyons, deserts, and stunning mountains. In such places, it is easy at times to feel rather vulnerable and lonely, and one really appreciates every chance encounter. The Western Express route that moves from Utah to the high plains of Colorado. The harsh and desolate landscape turns into farmland as the first faint views of the Rockies appear on the distant horizon. Climbing Monarch Pass, crossing the Continental Divide, is the last obstacle before diving down the other side to the town of Salida. I got bolder and bolder. I had always dreamt of cycling in Ladakh, following the epic road, or lack of it, that connects the town of Manali in Himachal Pradesh to the capital Leh. I had done it a decade earlier as a tourist, squashed on a jeep with a thumping headache due to the altitude. Pressed by time, there were only a few brief stops along the main viewpoints, where I stood in awe, but also knew I was not giving it justice. Moving slowly and with the freedom of a bicycle that exposed me to the elements and the wonders all around me, it was a totally different experience and truly unforgettable. I would never have thought to one day be able to cycle above an altitude of 5,000 meters, let alone on a Brompton bicycle.
कहानी है तुझसे मेरी है तुझसे बंधी सांसें मेरी लगे तुझ संग हर एक लम्हा खो न जाऊं मैं तुझ में कहीं कहानी है तुझसे मेरी है तुझसे बंधी I love India and its idiosyncrasies, but things there can get messy very quickly.
तेरे बिन जिया अब नयो लगदा आँखां विच नूर तेरा रोज दिसदा
I wanted something similar, and Sri Lanka seemed the ideal candidate, and promised a similar culture, but with well-maintained roads that would not have seemed out of place in any corner of Switzerland.
लगे तुझ संग हर एक लम्हा खो न जाऊं मैं तुझ में कहीं कहानी है तुझसे मेरी है तुझसे बंधी सांसें मेरी लगे तुझ संग हर एक लम्हा खो न जाऊं मैं तुझ में कहीं
How can one not be mesmerized by Thailand, with its golden temples and pagodas, and the kindness of its people? Here, I made the most of the Brompton ability to be folded and transported, giving me the flexibility to ride the Mae Hong Son loop, to then move northeast to Chiang Rai, ending the trip in Bangkok.